Have you ever felt like you've been drowning in life? Like the waters and floods of life have just come crashing down upon you? Well, if so, then you can probably relate to Pastor David's sermon this past Sunday and what that psalm was referring to. So I'm going to read Psalm 69, verses 1 through 3, and then glean what God has to say about those moments in our lives. And here's how these verses read. Save me, O God, for the waters have come up to my neck. I sink in the miry depths where there is no foothold. I have come into the deep waters, the floods engulf me. I am worn out calling for help, my throat is parched, my eyes fail, looking for my God. So here is King David, this great hero of the faith, and he is absolutely beside himself, in a desperate state. And one of the things that he mentions here and throughout this psalm is that he realizes just to the extent that he's hated by others and the fact that they are seeking to take his life. And clearly he feels at the end of his rope and absolutely desperate for God to intercede. I think taking a page from David's plea and cry here to God is this: we don't have to feel ashamed or embarrassed when we have those seasons of life when the waters feel like they're crashing down upon us. I think for some of us it may feel like we're embarrassed to admit it, but here's David. And ultimately, if we look at the life of Jesus, his life consisted of trials and tribulations. And we know that God was absolutely pleased with him. So just know this, that next time you find yourself engulfed with the floodwaters of life, know that you can be honest with God and others.